It's game time on The Score, the place for local winter high school sports. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dog fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hampden Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. HampdenLumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. 201 Service Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing, and a premium cinema experience. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas pellet and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan, from sales of computers and accessories to service. We're your go-to computer store. Heights Chevrolet, our family is here for your family. Connected Credit Union, building lifelong relationships. Get connected, stay connected. KVFCU, invested in you. Skowhegan Savings Bank, making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Tire Center, they beat any price. Route 201 Skowhegan. KMD Driving School in Oakland, teaching your kids to drive for over 25 years. Kennebec Eye Care, 216 Main Street, Waterville, your sight specialist. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, second-generation family-owned in Herman and Pittsfield, with all your grocery and shopping needs. And by SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
The Hampden Academy Broncos are the Dragon Slayers so far in Class A North Boys High School basketball, because you see, the other night they knocked off the team that had been unbeaten until the other night, the Brewer Witches. And tonight these Hampden Academy Broncos will try to slay the dragon known as the Messalonskee Eagles. Welcome to Hampden Academy High School and our broadcast of high school basketball here tonight on The Score. It is a clash of titans in Class A North Boys as these Broncos host the Messalonskee Eagles. Mike Violet here, A.J. Knight, and our Score crew alongside. The Brewer Witches are now 10-1 on the season, and they're 10-1 because the Hampden Academy Broncos beat them the other night, previously undefeated. They win the game and knock them off for the first time ever. And so tonight, with two losses, the Hampden Academy Broncos face off here against these Messalonskee Eagles. So we've got the number 2 team in Hampden Academy and the number 3 team in the Messalonskee Eagles.
Yeah, big deal. Obviously, getting the big win, knocking Brewer from previously undefeated.
I was looking for the final score. You might have been able to tell I was struggling for it. 50-44.
On the road, no less, where Hampden has been a little bit of a different team, as we saw when we had them against Lawrence not that long ago. But let's not forget, for what it's worth, these two teams tonight were the preseason picks to go 1-2 in conference. So there were some big expectations for both of these two, and it's a huge road game with a full house here tonight.
Sure is. And speaking of full houses, Sam Smith has a full house starting lineup because Drake Brunel is back. Brunel, who missed the first half of the season before the Christmas break, back after January 1st after that bad ankle. He is ready to rock and roll and get things going here tonight for Sam Smith and the Messalonskee Eagles. He adds, well, basically everything. He can score. He can get the ball up and down the court. He's one of the fastest players in the state. He can play great defense as well. So that Messo lineup fortified by the return of Drake Brunel.
Yeah, good. I think a good game to have one of your better defenders against. Like you said, he did a lot of ball handling for this club last year, which just, I think, helps make Parent and Bernier a little bit more lethal. And he's got good size. He can grab a couple boards. He can score a couple buckets. And if you don't, for those who forget, and it'd be easy to do so, that Nokomis buzzer beater that happened at Oakland, let's not forget, Drake Brunel hit a big three to put them up right before that crazy buzzer beater. So he can, like you said, do a little bit of everything, and I think much needed in this one, because this, I think, has the potential to be a rock fight if Hampden has their way.
We've talked all year about the games that we've had where teams have jumped out the big leads, then given up big runs and such. Well, that Brewer-Hampden Academy game was one of those. Brewer had a 14-point lead late in the fourth quarter, Hampden Academy had a 14-point lead late in the fourth quarter. Brewer went on a 16-2 run. They tied it with 6:18 to go. However, then Hampden Academy went on a 9-0 run and held off the Brewer Witches. So give the Broncos credit. They have struggled certainly on the road, if you want to call it struggled. They have struggled more on the road for sure, but they struggled there in the second half until the fourth quarter when they found their bearings and reestablished themselves and finished up with a 9-0 run. So that had to be a real confidence builder for a team that had only lost 2 games going in anyway.
Yeah, I think just because, like you said, it's not that they're vastly different. They just seem to struggle to play as consistently on the road as we saw against the Lawrence team that still is winless. I think they have a formula. No surprise, they had one of the best scorers in the state that graduated last year. And so I think they have a little bit of a formula, like a little bit lower scoring game, which makes this matchup very interesting because we know Messalonskee really wants to pick up the pace, get out and run. I will tell you, Mike, I did have an interesting point of, I'd call it demarcation, but I'm curious what you think about it. Messo, has one of their 2 losses is to the Brewer Witches this season. It was the 5th game. In 4 games before that one, Messalonskee was scoring nearly 67 points a game. In the 5 games since that Brewer game, they're scoring only 52 points per game. So I don't know if something happened, maybe a little bit weaker schedule, but since that Brewer game, all of a sudden the Messalonskee offense has come way down from where it started, and it was pretty crisp to start.
Yeah, and the other loss for Messalonskee to Camden Hills actually was a bad loss. They lost 77-51. They've won 3 in a row since then, by 8 over Nokomis, by 1 on a late shot to beat Lewiston 57-56. And last time out, one of those rock fight games against the Mount Blue Cougars, they won 48-37. So this is a certified big game here tonight between the number 2 seeded Hampden Academy Broncos and the number 3 seeded Messalonskee Eagles. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, starting lineups and much, much more of our pregame show from beautiful Hampden Academy right after this on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day one. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here live at Hampden Academy in Hampden. Starting lineups, first of all, for the 7-2 Hampden Academy Broncos. They will go this way. Sawyer Worcester starts at one guard. He is a junior. Aiden Kochendorfer starts at the other guard. He is a senior. Up front, it's Andy Hennigan, a senior. Liam Hennigan, his junior brother. And Miles Shane, an outstanding forward as well. He is a junior. So Worcester, Hennigan, Kochendorfer, and Shane, the starting lineup for the Hampden Academy Broncos of Russ Bartlett. For Sam Smith's Messalonskee Eagles, who come in with a record of 8-2, Drake Brunel back in the starting lineup, the 6'2 guard. Ryan Parent, the 6'1 senior guard. Ty Bernier, 6'1 and a senior. It's basically three guards and two forwards. Up front, you got Parker Reynolds, 6'5 and a senior. Sean Acorn, actually one of those guards. Let's bring Bernier up front. Acorn, 5'10", the sophomore, a 5'10 sophomore, as I said. And that's the starting lineup tonight for the Messalonskee Eagles. The officials are Ryan Dankert and Lucas Turner. We're set for basketball. It's the Eagles, it's the Broncos, it's Hampden Academy, it's Messalonskee. It's next on The Score.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Herman and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Herman location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back live at the stable here at Hampden Academy in Hampden. The Broncos in the white, trimmed in the blue. The Eagles in the blue, trimmed in the red and the white. And we are ready to roll. It's Hennigan on the tap here against Reynolds, and it is won by the Messalonskee Eagles. Drake Brunel back and healthy, and that certainly helps. Here's Bernier. Popping out up top is Reynolds. Reynolds down low. The pump fake there by Brunel. Under, up, and in. And Brunel scores immediately, and it is 2-0 Messo. Here comes Worcester. Worcester up the left side to Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer to Hennigan. Now back out front it goes to Liam Hennigan. This is Aiden Kochendorfer. He dribbled it off his foot as he was falling down, stolen by Bernier. Bernier with Hennigan coming back, and Bernier lays it in. And it's 4-0 Messo. Good start for the Eagles on the road.
Definitely a pace they want to play at.
Here's Shane. Miles Shane, the junior. They whip it around to Kochendorfer. Popping out up top, Liam Hennigan. Liam, long and lanky, now to Andy. Andy on the elbow to Shane. Shane left side to Worcester. Worcester to Hennigan. This is Liam. Liam on the elbow. Now back to Aiden Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer around a pick. Picked up there by Reynolds. A three right side is up and good by Sawyer Worcester. And it is 4-3 Messo.
That one was not a short three.
That was a deep one.
Yeah, it was.
That was from potentially another area code, I think, AJ. Or zip code, whichever code you want.
It was close.
All right, up top, Reynolds drives, blows right by his man, finger rolls it off the glass and in. He is explosive. And it is 6-3 Messalonskee in the lead.
Eagles. I was going to say, that's a matchup I'm looking forward to seeing, both athletic, lengthy rebounders in Reynolds and
Indeed.
Hennigan.
Kochendorfer right side, Liam Hennigan. Liam puts it on the floor. On the elbow, he hands it off to brother Andy. Back to Liam. Liam, left-handed drive goes in. Up fakes, can't use it. Shane stops and pops. Bang! Wing pop by Miles Shane. 6-5. Messo by 1. Here's Brunel. Great to have him back in the starting lineup, so says Sam Smith. Reynolds on the pop out up top. Reynolds on the weave there to Acorn. Acorn loses the dribble, and it's picked up. Turnover there by Acorn. It's picked up by Hennigan. Andy to Sawyer Worcester. Long one from Hennigan is good. Liam from, Bangor. We'll go with that. 8-6.
That one was from way outside the area code.
8-6. Herman, pick your town. Hampden Academy with their first lead of the night. Here's Brunel right in front of us. We're at the scores table. Or check that's Parent. And Parent on, no, it was Brunel. I had it right the first time. Must be because I'm so close and I can see everybody so well.
I heard that we were this close. You were going to be able to give the refs a few pointers if need be.
I know. I don't think Ryan Dankert and Lucas Turner need my help, but I'm always willing to offer. Into Reynolds. Reynolds can't use it out to Parent. Parent, a deep one for two is no good. Acorn can't save it on the baseline, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Hampden Academy ball, our rare opportunity here to sit at the scores table. And thanks to Barry Terrell, the AD here at Hampden Academy, who could not be more of a gracious host and more hospitable to us. There are 3 media companies covering this game tonight. We are one of them, and we're the out-of-towners, and he has been just incredible setting us up. Kochendorfer gets it away from Brunel on a pass from under the basket almost. Right corner, Worcester. Worcester can't drive, shut off by Acorn. Hooks a pass out to Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer holds to Worcester in the corner. Popping out now Shane. Shane whips it left side, Liam Hennigan. Hennigan curls around on Reynolds, drops it off to Shane. We're going to foul. It's going to go on Reynolds. Tonight's game brought to you by Central Maine Community College, more than just a community college. With over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Kochendorfer to inbound it, right sideline of the front court to Andy. Andy hooks a pass back down low to Kochendorfer. Up fakes over. No, it rolled off. And the rebound to Brunel. Brunel outlets to Reynolds. Reynolds jump step, and he almost threw it away. Saved there by Parent, and Bernier. Bernier is called for traveling, so Messo able to fast break like they want to, but got careless with the ball. That's their second turnover?
Yeah, we had a good look at that, too, as he had to kind of jump stop to catch it, but that was your 2 steps, and then he took another one, so right call right there.
Into Worcester, 4:20 to go in the first. It is 8-6 Hampden Academy. Worcester to Shane. Shane down low to Andy Hennigan. Hennigan ducks, goes up, yes. Great float move there around Ryan Parent, and he hits, and it's 10-6. Hampden Academy by 4. Here's Brunel to Acorn, to the cutter Parent, or checked out to Bernier. Bernier to the cutter, that's knocked out of bounds by Hennigan. Intended there for Parker Reynolds, and it will stay with Messalonskee under the Eagles' basket. A lot of intensity here in the first 4.5 minutes. Putting it into play is Drake Brunel. Out to Reynolds. Reynolds drifts to the right, poking at it there, Hennigan. Hennigan took it away, got a scramble for it, and taking it back is Reynolds. Now it's loose, and it's picked up by Ryan Parent to Reynolds. Reynolds walked. So traveling, and that's the 3rd turnover by Messalonskee here in the first 4 minutes plus. Russ Bartlett right to our right, and we got a timeout taken by Messo. Down to our left, 3:43 to go in the first. After a good start, Messalonskee down by 4. The score, Hampden Academy 10 and Messalonskee 6. Back to the stable after this on the score.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Messalonskee Eagles got off to a 4-0 lead, and since that time they have been outscored by a count of 10-2. So the runs have already begun, so to speak, here at Hampden Academy, and it's the Broncos' ball. Some pressure in the backcourt here as Miles Shane puts it into play. Shane busting out there is Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer to Andy Hennigan. Going to get Anderson Arbor, who will come in for Messo here at the next opportunity. Kochendorfer to the top of the circle, to the foul line, goes in, loses it, gets it right back, and accidental offense is the best kind of offense, and it's 12-6. It went off the backboard, came right back to him, almost as if he had planned that. 12-6, here is Brunel. Up top, Reynolds. Reynolds on the weave, Parent for 3. His usual high-arcing shot is good, it's 12-9.
He doesn't need a ton of space to get that one off, and as we know, his range is past half court.
Lightning release. It is from another area code or zip code. 12-9. Around a pick, it is Hennigan. Stops and pops. Yes! Sweet move there by Liam Hennigan.
By the way, Mike, just to show the testament of how good these starting lineups are, that's the first second made bucket by a player.
Wow. So everybody's getting into the act here. Reynolds pops out up top. Reynolds guarded by Hennigan. Hands it off on the weave to Bernier. Bernier drives in. Ty stops. Waits for his man to fly by. Fadeaway pop is good. That's his first points of the night. And it's 14-11.
He's got 4. Don't remember, he had that steal.
All right, you're right. 14-11. He had that steal and twisting layup. Driving here, Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer can't use it outside to Shane. Right side to Worcester. Worcester goes down low. Hennigan there. Andy can't use that. Outside to Worcester. Worcester takes it to the top, now to Shane. Miles Shane left corner. Down on the box, they go to Andy Hennigan. Fakes one way, tries to go on Parent the other way. Parent slapped it away. Hennigan back with it. He spins, telegraphed his move, and Parent took it away. They start again. Up top now to Liam. Liam and Reynolds, that's a good matchup of tall, lanky guys for sure. Stopping Brunel, can't use that. Outside to Bernier, stops and fires a 3. Yes! Boy, these teams are white hot right now. It is 14 all.
That was a nice little head fake by Brunel and then just finding the trailing Bernier.
Kochendorfer drives on Brunel, right corner, Worcester for 3. That's no good. Rebound, we've got a whistle because we had Parent and Hennigan leaning on one another. One of them is going to get rung up here. Anderson Arbor is going to come in. And it's going to go on Parent.
Yeah, I think it's one thing to box out. It's when he kind of holds on to him and continues to take him out of the play. I think a pretty easy call.
All right, McAlpine coming in and Trey Collier coming in for Hampden Academy. And it will be McAlpine inbounding it on the baseline. 1:21 to go in the first. Up top, Hennigan. Hennigan to Hennigan. This is Liam with it now. Liam, right corner, right there to Collier. Collier drives, baseline, lost it, just flat out lost it. And it rolls right into the hands there of Arbor. Ahead to Bernier. Bernier with a stutter step, back to Reynolds, top of the circle, hands to Parent. Parent, again, his range is unlimited. That is no good. Rebound skying there. Here's Andy Hennigan. Bringing it up now is Ryan McAlpine. McAlpine, some room. He decided to turn it down, though. Back to Liam Hennigan. Liam, tricky dribble. Now to McAlpine. Now on the weave, Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer drives, pulls up there, and hits the shot over Brunel. Tough.
Yeah, there's no defense for that. That's just great offense.
16-14, Hampden Academy by 2. We're under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Arbor. Arbor bounce pass up top. Bernier swings it around right side Brunel. Brunel backs it out. Clock at 20. Brunel at the top. Brunel pulls out Bernier. He gets it on the left. Bernier puts it on the floor. Directs a little traffic. We're down to 10. Bernier, left sideline, spins in, is doubled, goes in, slips the defense, banks it in, and ties it right there. And that is the end of the first quarter. Wow! What a wing dinger so far. First 8 minutes in the books. Nothing has been decided as of yet. Our score from the stable at Hampden Academy in Hampden. Hampden Academy 16, Messalonskee 16. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on the Score.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
First quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. 16-16. Ty Bernier tied it at the buzzer with a bank shot, a 10-4 run in the midst of all that by Hampden Academy, but Messalonskee recovered. We're 16 all at the end of one. Here we go to quarter two. First quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan. Right side, Kochendorfer for 3. That's no good. Rebound flying through Reynolds. Reynolds hands it off to Ryan Parent.
That's just the third overall rebound in this game.
Not many misses. Drake Brunel on the sidelines now to Arbor. Arbor holds, guarded by McAlpine. He's got a size advantage there on the weave up top. It's Bernier. Bernier from distance for three. Too long. Rebound deep, and it's McAlpine. And he'll start the break. McAlpine kicks it up left side to Collier. Now top of the circle. Kochendorfer, that is. Now Hennigan and Hennigan. This is Andy. Andy to McAlpine. Stolen! Brunel. That's what he brings to the table, but he blows the layup. Got to make the layup there. Absolutely had body position too and just put it up really awkwardly off the glass. Missed the square almost completely. We've got a foul here on Reynolds.
That's a big one too because it should be on Reynolds. That's his second.
Coming back in, Miles Shane and Sawyer Worcester. So those two starters back in, and Russ Bartlett goes back to his starting five.
Yeah, I don't think either of these teams are going to get too deep into their bench. That's what makes this Reynolds foul a big deal.
Sawyer Worcester, up top, Liam Hennigan. Liam almost traveled, goes to Andy, back to Liam for three. Catch and shoot. No, he got fouled. And that was Reynolds there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Coach Smith made the gamble to leave Reynolds in, and he immediately fouls the shooter.
So Michael Acorn up off the bench. He's going to have to go in. So Reynolds is done for the half. Now that is an ouch for Messalonskee. And at the line here is Liam Hennigan, the junior. 16-16. Dips, shoots, hits. 17-16. One more for Hennigan. Got it. Actually, one more. He has three. He was foul taking a three.
We all knew what you meant.
So one more. 18-16. And Hennigan dips, fires, left that one short, front rimmed it, rebound Michael Acorn. Acorn in for Reynolds. Here's Brunel in the back. His brother Sean's going to come back in a moment. Drake at the top of the circle, guarded there by Kochendorfer. Pair of threes on the cut. Nicely done by Arbor, and he laid it in. Anderson Arbor off the bench hits the shot. 18-18.
He was all by himself.
Here's Worcester. Shovels a pass to Shane. Shane right sideline. Shane up top now to Liam Hennigan. Liam, a stutter step. Reverses, goes to the left now, stops on the elbow, nothing there, ball tipped, but it gets to Shane on the left of the key. Now he gets a pick, circles to the right. Looking for the cutter, wasn't there. Kochendorfer drives, right-handed scoop, yes, off the glass.
That is a tough shot. He got Brunel a little bit overcommitted and scooped that one up high off the glass.
20-18. Here is Drake Brunel right in front of us to Michael Acorn. Acorn hands it off to Parent. Parent fakes right, goes left, trying to back in Shane. In the paint, fades away, high, arcing shot. He knows no other kind, and it's good.
Yeah, Parent doesn't do line drives.
No, he doesn't shoot darts by any stretch.
He's aiming to touch rafters.
All right, here's Worcester, 20 all. This one has been a wing dinger so far. Up top, Liam Hennigan. Liam in the pivot to Andy. Andy fakes one way, goes the other. That's got to be an offensive foul, and it is. Taking the harm there. Anderson Arbor.
Take a look at the Mid-State machine here. He leaned into him, Mike, but I got to be honest. Golden Globes just happened. I think Arbor might be in one of the categories.
All right, you're saying it was an acting job?
How about embellishment? I'll
Okay.
give you embellishment.
The late, great Johnny Most used to call those Stanislavskis after the great Russian actor. All right, here is Drake Brunel. 20 all, 5:15 to go in the first half. Brunel drives, nothing there. Outside Bernier, finds some open space at the foul line, then it gets shut off, hands it off to Parent. Parent fakes right, goes left, in the paint, nothing there, lays it off to Michael Acorn. Acorn takes a trip in, power move, it will not count. A foul well before the shot.
How about that? Both these teams have a lot of, I think, a length, but not a lot of girth, and especially as Andy Hennigan checked out with that foul. Obviously, Reynolds sitting with foul trouble. Acorn had a chance to have a field day, and he just muscled his way to the hoop.
All right, Messo ball after the foul. Pass out to Michael Acorn. Didn't have to worry about a backcourt, but he was. To Parent. It's amazing how many don't know that rule. Parent on the elbow, goes behind the back, nothing there. Over to Michael Acorn to Bernier. Ty, right in his face there, Liam Hennigan. Tries to beat him on the dribble, can't. Brunel, 3, right side, too long, rebound. Comes down, oh, great job there on the offensive boards by Anderson Arbor. Another opportunity here for Messo. Brunel drives, bump, no foul. Baseline, Michael Acorn goes up, the leaner doesn't go. Rebound out of the shoot, Worcester. Worcester, left side to Liam Hennigan. Liam steps back, picked up, slowed down by Bernier. Goes on the right side, Kochendorfer. He drives left, stops at the elbow, nothing there. They whip it back out. Into the lineup is Owen Reynolds Harvey, wearing number 15 for Hampden Academy. Here's Hennigan, this is Liam. Right side, Sawyer Worcester, 3-ball, rolls off just a little short. As it rimmed out, the rebound to Drake Brunel. 20 all. Brunel hands it off to Bernier. Bernier a pick from Acorn. Goes around it, stops, this is a 2. Rattles in and out. And the rebound there to Reynolds Harvey. Michael Acorn knocked down, slow to get up. Worcester to Reynolds Harvey. Does not take the layup, goes left side. Kochendorfer will take a 3, and that's better, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're going to see Acorn, I think, took a shot there. Good call, no call. Harvey kind of crashed into Brunel, but he sold it a little bit. Good no call.
22nd or 32nd timeout here in high school basketball by Messo. 3:42 to go in the first half. It's a 3-point Hampden Academy lead, 23-20. Their largest lead has been 6. They led 12-6 late in the first quarter before a nice close by Messo, and Bernier tied it at the buzzer with a shot. Now 23-20 here in the second. Tomorrow night, high school hockey. It's John Bapst at Messalonskee. The game's at Kents Hill. Game time 8 o'clock tomorrow night on The Score. AJ Knight and Logan Cameron will have the call. And then Saturday night, it's Greeley at Messo. It's AJ Knight and John Coughlin on the call there in boys high school basketball. Game time at 7. You'll find the game on centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports.
Got to give credit, I think, here early on to Liam Hennigan, who's taken the defensive task of guarding Bernier, and his length has not allowed Bernier to free himself up.
Anderson Arbor bouncing out Brunel. Brunel up top, Bernier. Bernier stops and pops. Foul line, Jay, no. Rebound tipped out of bounds. That should be out there off Hennigan, and it is. It will be a Messo ball.
Definitely not there. Hennigan's got a little bit of a height advantage. Got a good jump there, but got to be careful. That was nearly over the back.
Arbor faked the pass. Now into Parent. Parent open 3. Just a little bit short. Rebound there to Liam. Liam Hennigan to Sawyer Worcester. Worcester guarded by Arbor. Pair of zeros. A stutter step. Flips it back outside to Kochendorfer. Aiden Kochendorfer. A tricky dribble. Works at foul line right extended. Up top popping out Hennigan. Hennigan, a stutter step. Hennigan kicks it back to the foul line to his brother Andy, and the ball rolls loose. Run down by Kochendorfer. Right side, this is Liam. Liam fakes. Liam foul line. Liam lays it off to Andy. Andy blows the layup. Rebound, Michael Acorn.
That was a great look, and he left it short.
Here's Drake Brunel. 23-20, Messo down 3. They've been down as many as 6. Michael Acorn has it on the left. Hands to Bernier. Bernier fakes, stops. Goes back outside to Brunel. Brunel curls in, stops right there on the box. Nothing there. Bounce pass back outside to Arbor. Arbor on the weave to Brunel. Brunel angles in, shut off over to Bernier. Bernier foul line left, a tricky dribble in traffic, goes up, throws up a shot, just trying to draw a foul, and he did.
Hennigan is just doing a nice job there. You saw Liam duck in to try to cut off Brunel, and still able to get, with the quickness and length, to get out and challenge Bernier and not give up that 3.
So Ty Bernier, the 6'1 senior, at the line for Messalonskee, 23-20, Eagles down 3. Bernier normally very efficient at the line, and he hits.
I say, especially, he had 9 first-quarter points. So he was finding his way. Obviously, Hampden makes the defensive switch. Other thing, Mike, I forgot to mention, you're talking about Arbor got that big offensive rebound. Let's not forget, he had about 4 or 5 of those in that close game with Coney and I had.
Second shot is off, and the rebound is cleared by Andy Hennigan. Sean Acorn back in the Messo lineup, so the Acorn boys are both in there. Here's Kochendorfer beating his man on the dribble. Floats one up. It is no good. Rebound. Great job there by Andy Hennigan to keep that alive. Over to Kochendorfer. One-handed off the glass. It is no good. He gets another opportunity. Instead goes outside to Liam. Liam for three. No. Rebound. Acorn. Andy Hennigan with those long arms. Couldn't keep it in play. And it is out of bounds off Hampden Academy. It will go to Messo.
That possession, I think you're seeing a little bit the absence of Parker Reynolds is really the only height on this varsity lineup for Messo. Yeah,
is significant. Long arms, jumping ability. Here is Brunel. Drake, guarded by Kochendorfer, a pair of threes. Pick from Sean Acorn, no roll. Parent pops out. Ryan drives. Goes in, the runner floats it high. Yes! Ryan Parent, nice touch on the basketball there, and we're tied at 23.
Put a ton of English on that one to get it up and in.
All kinds of English. He couldn't have spoken more perfect English there. Here's Kochendorfer, fadeaway jump shot from 15, no good. Rebound gobbled up by Sean Acorn. Ahead to Parent from Brunel. Parent shovels back outside to Brunel. We're at 1:05 to go in the first half. We're tied at 23. Driving here, Brunel all the way, couldn't get it to go. The rebound cleared by Worcester. Worcester on the fast break to Liam. Liam under, up, no, left it short. Rebound, Michael Acorn. And slowing it up here, no, they won't. It'll be Ty Bernier. Bernier all the way, that's no good. Gets his own rebound, gets away from it. Is that traveling or a foul? It's a jump ball.
Take a look at what the Mid-State Machine Instant Replay is.
All right, let's...
I don't know that Andy Hennigan really had any sort of possession on that.
Nope, the jump ball, the referees do conference and they agree it is a jump ball, even though the Mid-State Machine Replay may not. Messo will keep it. Putting it into play here is Drake Brunel with 44.9.
That being said, I think it's a break because I don't think I would have called a foul either, so it should have been a travel.
Right, into Parent. Stops, pops. Again, the teardropper, no good. Rebound, boxed around, goes right to Sawyer Worcester. He tipped it over to himself. So let's see if Hampden Academy will slow it down and wait. Here's Liam. Over to Shane. Over to Worcester. Worcester backs it out. Picked up there by Sean Acorn. Now Liam Hennigan, clock at 22. Hands it off to Shane. Miles Shane, guarded there by Bernier. Miles Shane coming out on the weave, Kochendorfer. We are at 12. Russ Bartlett says, not yet. Let it count down. We're down to 7. Here's Kochendorfer. One-on-one. Going on Brunel. Fadeaway pop. Oh, it gets stuck between the rim and the backboard with 1 second left. And that brought everybody to a screeching halt, including the crowd. And so with 1 second left, Messalonskee... Are they gonna? It's a possession arrow.
It's a jump ball.
It's a jump ball, so it's Hampden Academy. 1 second to go. Worcester into Shane. It'll count if it goes. It does!
What a bucket.
Miles Shane, talk about a quick catch and release. A 2 at the horn, and Hampden Academy leads by 2 at halftime. The score from the stable here at Hampden Academy. The Hampden Academy Broncos 25 and the Messalonskee Eagles 23. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on The Score.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. Because every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, welcoming you back here to the stable here at Hampden Academy in Hampden as the Broncos lead the Messalonskee Eagles by a score of 25-23. Time for our second period breakdown. It's brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Ty Bernier hit a shot to end the first quarter right at the buzzer to tie the game at 16. Well, Miles Shane hit a shot right at the buzzer to end the second quarter to give the Hampden Academy Broncos the 2-point lead they have right now, 25-23. Low-scoring second quarter as the Broncos scored 9 points and Messalonskee 7, so a 9-7 edge there again in that low-scoring, defensive struggle of the second quarter to give us what we've got right now, which is a 2-point ball game, 25-23. 6-point lead, largest lead of the game. That was Hampden Academy. That was at 12-6 as they went on a 10-4 run. But that was it. That was the extent of their lead. 6 points, 2 right now, 25-23. Our second quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, we had 2 total rebounds in the first quarter as it was 16-16, just an offensive exchange there, and then it really obviously slowed down as the rebound started to pick up. I mean, the game, I think, changed. Obviously, Parker Reynolds picks up his second foul. Coach Smith gambles, leaves him in there, and then immediately picks up his third, fouling Liam Hennigan on a 3, no less. And I think you saw rebounds are close. It's 11-9, Hampden with the advantage. But it started to feel like after that, Hampden started to assert a little bit more post-will, got a couple big offensive rebounds, were able to drive, I think, a little bit more successfully and kick a few things out. But, credit to it's a 2-point game. 2-point game. It's been a great game. Number 2 and number 3 seed in KVAC North looks just like it.
It's lived up to its billing, that's for sure. The halftime report on the scores brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner is Hammond Lumber. You can find them online at hammondlumber.com. Don't forget, after the game, we'll pick our Flagship Cinemas score player of the game. Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience. They'll get the CMCC swag bag with a score t-shirt from Joseph Sporting Goods, a score player of the game keychain, and a ticket to go to the movies at Flagship Cinemas on Kennedy Memorial Drive in Waterville. Yeah, it did end up to its billing. 2 versus 3, 2-point game. A buzzer beater to end the first quarter, a buzzer beater to end the second quarter. 2 teams playing with a lot of January intensity.
Yeah, I mean, again, preseason picks to finish 1 and 2. Hampden wasn't quite unanimous, but got most of the first-place votes. But expectations high for both these teams. Obviously, they just knocked Brewer out of being undefeated earlier this week, so it shows you what Hampden can do as Brewers kind of run roughshod to start the season. Did beat these Messalonskee Eagles. Credit to, I think, obviously Reynolds goes out with the third foul. Is a big deal for Messo in terms of the length and rebounding. Also, I think credit to Hampden as well. They put Liam Hennigan on Bernier after he had 9 first-quarter points. He doesn't make a field goal in the second quarter, Mike, and I don't think he sat yet. Hennigan doing a nice job with his length, I think, of still cheating down low on drives to help out if someone gets beat. But what we've seen routinely is when they kick it out to Bernier right there on the shoulder, Hennigan's length allows him to quickly get back out there and not let Bernier get that three-pointer up.
Meanwhile, back in Oakland, the Messalonskee girls looking for their third win in a row. They lead Hampden Academy 31-25 at halftime. So the Messalonskee girls may be turning it around.
We talked about it when you and I were there. This Meso team has been struggling for a stretch. It's starting to initially find pieces. We like what Addie Welch can do at the point guard. When we were there, Addie Hadford had a big monster game. So
17.
So now all of a sudden you got a post piece, you got a point guard. Can you get a shooter? And you start identifying, and also makes it easier then to start figuring out your strengths and draw up some stuff that works. Now looks like things are starting to roll.
Here on the score, we are Messalonskee strong down the stretch this week. This one with Hampden Academy tonight. John Bapp's Meso hockey tonight, tomorrow night, that is, from Kents Hill at 8 o'clock, and Greeley at Messalonskee boys on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. All of those games here on CentralMainSports.com, 1160thescore.com, and on YouTube at Central Maine Sports. Halftime has been brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, 25-23. Hampden Academy on top of Meso here at halftime. Third quarter action is coming up. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on the place for local sports, The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way. Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day one. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
We are ready to roll into quarter number 3. Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here live at Hampden Academy in Hampden as the Hampden Academy Broncos lead Meso as we go to the third, 25-23.
Just a couple quick numbers for you, Mike. Aiden Kochendorfer leads Hampden. He's got 9. Liam Hennigan's got 7. For Meso, Bernier's got a game high 10, but he had 9 of them in the first quarter. Parent has 7. And then, of course, the big thing, Parker Reynolds sat pretty much the entire second quarter with 3 fouls. No one else has anywhere – I mean, we didn't have that many fouls, so nobody else anywhere close to foul trouble.
That's because all of them were called against Parker Reynolds.
Pretty much.
All right, here is Ty Bernier with the basketball. It is Bernier, Brunel, Reynolds back in there, just ran the baseline. Ryan Parent in there, also Sean Acorn. And traveling is called on the elbow there on Drake Brunel. Meanwhile, Hampden Academy with Worcester, the Hannigan boys, Kochendorfer, and Shane out there for Russ Bartlett.
Turnovers, 5 Meso in the first half, 5 Hampden Academy, 3 for Meso.
Here is Kochendorfer. Guarded there by Brunel. That's a heck of a matchup. On the right side, Worcester. Sawyer Worcester down the sidelines to Shane. Shane lost it out of bounds, and a foul is called on Ty Bernier.
We got a pretty good look at that one. Yeah, you're not kidding about that. Yeah, I think it's the right call. Not kidding about that matchup because I think Meso is switching everything except Brunel and Kochendorfer.
All right, Kochendorfer to put it into play right in front of us. In the front court. Goes to Worcester. Worcester. Back it goes to Hennigan. This is Liam. Liam, stutter step, Reverses, goes to Kochendorfer, that is. Kochendorfer lays it off inside, and Hennigan, that's a jump ball. And who's got the arrow?
Should be Hampden with Messo starting. That's a good recovery. Brunel over-pursued, but is able to get back in the play.
All right, it is Sawyer Worcester to inbound it. Still 25-23. We've played 40 seconds here in the third. And it goes to Kochendorfer. Left corner, 3-ball from the corner pocket. No good by Worcester. Rebound Hennigan. Worcester has it, drives, and just left it there as he drove to the edge of the paint. The ball just sort of popped out outside. Bernier for 3. That's no good. And the rebound is almost stolen away by Sean Acorn, but it goes to Hennigan. Now to Worcester. Worcester to Hennigan. This is Liam. Stops, fires. That's way off. I don't know if that grazed the rim or not. If it did, just barely, and it's out of bounds off Hampden Academy. And Russ Bartlett, not happy, takes a 30-second timeout with 6:47 remaining in the third, and each team coming out sluggish, having not scored yet.
Yeah, I think he's got to be a little bit frustrated, as you saw Liam Hennigan nearly give up an offensive rebound by not chasing it, and then comes down and takes a tough jumper that by the Mid-State machine. We had a pretty good angle, hit nothing.
Hit nothing.
Ends up being basically a turnover.
All right, here comes Messo again. Parker Reynolds, 3 fouls, something to keep an eye on.
And again, especially because defensively, Brunel, I don't think, is leaving Kochendorfer, but everybody else is switching, so that means Reynolds. And again, what Messo wants to do, they want to be able to switch everything, but means that he can end up on the perimeter, maybe not where he wants to be.
All right, Bernier will bring it up. Ty on the pop out to Brunel. Brunel to the basket. Reynolds lays it in. Great design play there out of the timeout. Work to perfection. And we're tied at 25. 25-25. Here's Worcester. Guarded by Acorn. Worcester works it to the left to Miles Shane. Shane whips a pass baseline. Worcester a slip step. Can't use it. Acorn got in front of him. Back up top to Shane. Now angling over, Kochendorfer, foul line, pop rolls off, rebound Bernier. Got a good look. Bernier right side, Parent. Parent spins in, falls down, ball goes right to Shane. And Shane can't hang on to it, he lost it out of bounds, so a break there for Messalonskee. The Eagles turn it over, and the Broncos turn it right back over.
All right there, Parent had the rug pulled out from underneath him as Shane backed up, he's expecting to be able to lean against him.
Brunel on the baseline outside to Reynolds. Reynolds beats Hennigan. Reynolds lays it over. Brunel has it, foul line right. Drake pounds it into the floor. Guarded there by Kochendorfer. On the sidelines to Bernier. Bernier trying to back in Hennigan. Fades away over Hennigan. Oh, man, was that sweet. 27-25.
Not an easy shot. Not an easy shot.
Degree of difficulty about 9.9 on that one, and he got it up over Hennigan. Not easy. Hennigan with a height advantage. 27-25. Messo back in front. Here's Liam. Liam goes in. That's got to be a walk, and it is. Good job there by Reynolds, who had to back off because he's got 3 fouls.
Yeah, and again, right idea, I think, from Hennigan. You want to get Reynolds out, a big-time starter for this Eagles team, but kind of the same thing, right? Lost his footing a little bit as Reynolds yielded territory.
Here's Brunel. Takes a trip to the right. Parent runs the weave. Now Reynolds on the weave to Bernier. Bernier angles in. Jump step. That's tipped. And Parent runs it down. Parent over to Brunel. Brunel on Kochendorfer. Hennigan doubles. Oh, Reynolds right there, and he finger rolls it in. Right now, Parker Reynolds has it going on, 29-25. Messo with their largest lead of the game. No, it ties their largest lead, which actually previous to this was 4-0. Now it's 4 at 29-25. Shane, right elbow, Hennigan. Hennigan over to Worcester. Worcester, 3-ball, left wing, in and out. And the rebound to Reynolds. Reynolds, a little underhanded pass over to Brunel. Brunel over the timeline to Parent. Parent over to Brunel. Drake. Back in the lineup, works it over to the right. Bernier on the weave, instead popping out Reynolds. Now it is Parent. Parent, foul line, shut off between the legs. Bounce pass in the left corner to Reynolds. Reynolds has an opening, goes in, finger rolls it in. You get him a look like that, he's going to score every single time.
Nice play, but it just Defense went with Parrott, and why wouldn't you? He's got that deep range.
31-25. It's a 6-point lead here from Messo. This is their largest lead of the game. Here's Liam Hennigan. On the box left side, it's Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer, tough shot, didn't go. Rebound, Brunel. Brunel, right side to Parent. Ryan Holtz. Popping out is Sean Acorn. Acorn, baseline right side, Reynolds. Parker drifts out, hands it off to Bernier. Bernier on the right elbow, falls down, but he bounced past it over to Reynolds. Reynolds to Acorn. Acorn, now to Brunel. 3.5 to go in the third. Messo with their largest lead of the night, 31-25. Foul line left extended, it's Reynolds. They clear out. Reynolds, pocket pick by Andy Hennigan. Great defense by Andy Hennigan, and then Parker Reynolds commits his 4th foul. So, man, they were riding the Reynolds wave. And then all of a sudden, Reynolds commits foul number 4. So Arbor is going to come in. And also Michael Acorn is going to come in. So we're not going to see Reynolds for a while. He was playing so well.
Frustration foul there. An easy call. You just come down straight like that. The ref's going to call it every time.
Absolutely. Here's Worcester popping out up top. It's Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer has an opening. Drives, blows the shot. He blew a bunny. Rebound, Bernier. Now to Parent. Parent fakes, almost lost it. Rolls right instead to Bernier. Bernier pulls up and hits. Tough shot for 3 for Ty Bernier or 2. It's a 2, 33-25. It's an 8-point lead. Up top, Worcester. Worcester on the sideline, Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer, they back off. He takes a 3, missed it. Rebound, out of bounds off Hennigan. Tried to reach around Ryan Parent there and knocked it out of bounds.
All of a sudden, it's basically Kochendorfer or bust for Hampden Academy, and he has gone cold.
2.5 to go in the third. Messo by 8. Over the timeline, here is Brunel. Hands it off to Bernier. Bernier on the weave. A little shake and bake to Brunel. Brunel backs it out in 3-point land. Brunel guarded by Liam. Brunel drives in the right corner, kicked it over to Anderson Arbor, now to Bernier. Bernier drives, goes up, pulls up, hits! Right now, Ty Bernier's feeling it too. He's as good a shooter as there is, and it's a 10-point lead for Messalonskee. They are rolling. 35-25, Kochendorfer drives, jump step, lost it on the dribble, stolen away by Bernier. Here comes Brunel. Brunel to Parent. Parent, bounce pass foul line right to Bernier. Bernier stops foul line. Outside to Parent for 3. It is in and out. Just hit the back rim and the rebound. And Russ Bartlett wants a timeout. It's a full. We'll take it. 1:33 to go in the third. Messo's opened up a 10-point lead. It's the Eagles 35, Hampden Academy 25. This is high school basketball on the Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
All right, Hampden Academy with the ball out of the timeout. Sawyer Worcester popping out. Foul line left. It's Hennigan. Hennigan holds as the Broncos are down by 10, 35-25. Backdoor Hennigan. Hennigan up, fakes. Nobody goes for it. He missed the shot. Got his own rebound, then got fouled. By the way, here in the third quarter, 12-zip in favor of Messalonskee.
Yeah, nice job there. Arbor initially good defense. Hennigan uses his legs to get the offensive rebound, though. Get that foul called and a chance to finally score this quarter.
Yep. Hampden Academy has been shut out here for 6 minutes and 45 seconds. And Liam Hennigan trying to break that bagel. And he does not. One more for Hennigan. Still a 12-0 run to start the third by Messalonskee.
How about this, Mike? So Reynolds had 6 points here in this quarter, picks up the fourth foul, goes out, and then Bernier quickly scores 6.
Picked up the slack.
Yeah.
Second one by Hennigan, got it. So the run is over with, and it's 35-26. Messo by 9, 1:10 to go in the third. Here's Brunel on the left. Hooks a pass up top to Michael Acorn. On the weave to Bernier. Bernier goes in on Hennigan. Teardropper. Yes!
He's dialed in. They took Liam off, put Coach Adorfer on. Hennigan goes back on, but Bernier's locked in now.
37-26. He's as good a shooter as there is. On the sideline, Shane is fouled by Ty Bernier as Shane helps him up. Yeah, they gave that basket to Hampden Academy, not to Messalonskee on the official scoreboard. It's 37-26. Yeah, it is 37-26. The debate goes on. All right, the pass into Shane. Shane leans and hits as he beats Sean Acorn there, and now the score is 37-28. The lead is 9. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sean Acorn up top to Anderson Arbor. On the sidelines now to Brunel. Clock at 24 to Sean Acorn. Sean to Arbor. Arbor, a little shake and bake with 15. Drives, hands it off, it's stolen. Liam Hennigan stole it. Got plenty of time with 8 seconds. Hennigan on the right block, nothing there. They swing it around left side to Shane for 3. Short. Rebound over the back there on Andy Hennigan.
Easy call.
So Messalonskee dodged a last-second bullet there. 1.1 for the Eagles to go length of the court. No foul trouble yet. That's the 4th foul on Hampden Academy, but the quarter's about to come to an end into Perrin, and that is it. I don't know why that 1.1 second took so long to run off, but anyhow, that's it for the third quarter. A great quarter for Messalonskee as they roll out to a 9-point lead. The score at the end of 3 from Hampden Academy. The Eagles 37, the Broncos 28. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on The Score.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
Third quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. A 14-3 blitz by Messalonskee. They outscore Hampden Academy in the third quarter, so they started out down 2. They finish up by 9. We go to the fourth. Our third quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan. Still no Parker Reynolds. Here is Drake Brunel. Brunel over to Michael Acorn. Acorn to Sean. Sean backs in outside to Michael. Michael squares for 3. Missed it. Rebound deep and it comes out to Miles Shane. Shane at the top. Over to Worcester. Baseline Hennigan. Liam turns. Goes back outside to Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer guarded by Brunel. Good pick there from Andy Hennigan. The shot partially blocked and the rebound though picked up by Shane. His reverse layup no good. Ahead the pass to Acorn. Acorn got fouled. And Michael Acorn is going to the line. He'll shoot 2. Tonight's game brought to you by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. Online, cmautogroup.com. Congratulations to the Gauns family today. They had the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the brand-new acquisition of Central Maine Ford. So congratulations to Chris and family and the Central Maine Motors Auto Group family as Michael Acorn hits the free throw. 38-28. It's a 10-point lead. Second one is off. Rebound cleared by Kochendorfer. To Worcester. It's a 10-point lead for Messalonskee. 7-10 Left in the fourth quarter. Andy Hennigan hands it off to Sawyer Worcester. Right side, Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer to Shane. Quickly in the corner to Liam. Liam circles or checked out to Andy. Now at the top of the circle, Kochendorfer was knocked away there, tipped by Bernier.
I like the trying to get the call, but he touched it.
Yep, he sure did. Miles Shane to the foul line to Andy. Andy to Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer tied up there. Great defense by Michael Acorn. Lead pass for Sean. Picks up that loose ball. Over to Michael. They slow it up. No hurry here for Messo. Bernier drives under the basket. Gave it away. Stolen by Worcester. Drove and he didn't have to. Worcester, a jump pass left corner for Shane. Circles around it. Down low to Andy. Andy is fouled. And Messalonskee playing too fast at the offensive end. No hurry.
Now, to your point, Bernier got caught with nowhere to go, and then he just sort of threw it into the middle of the court.
All right, Worcester going to inbound it. Coming in, Owens, Reynolds, Harvey, a sophomore. And now a timeout is called.
I say Kochendorfer's the one there sit down and say, I can't imagine that's going to last long.
All right, so timeout is called. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll hang right here. 6:27 to go in the fourth quarter. 38-28. Eagles by 10. They were down 2 at the break. Up 9 at the end of 3. Up 10 now as they look for win number 9 on the year.
Not to mention a monster win after Hampden knocked off Brewer. So the winner of this game only going to be a game behind the Witches.
Few heel points.
That too as well. And so just a huge opportunity here to really try and solidify yourself and chase down Brewer. And for Hampden Academy, not a high-scoring game. We had a high-scoring first period, not a high-scoring half, but it seems like here in the second half it's been Kochendorfer or bust, and he just has gone cold as Messo just dedicated a ton of defensive resources to him.
Worcester to inbound on the baseline. Looks, and it goes to Liam. They give him the baseline. He takes it, gets some help defense there from Michael Acorn, and it was knocked out of bounds. No foul, knocked out of bounds by Acorn. It'll stay with the Broncos, and it'll be Worcester on the other side of the basket. Worcester looks, goes in the corner. Liam for 3. No. Rebound. Shane, one of the smallest guys on the court, got that offensive rebound. They didn't box him out, and he got fouled on the putback attempt.
That Parent, you see there, he just goes right by him, and I think Parent's the one that gets the foul. Yep. So Parent doesn't box out there, so he gives up the O board, and then it fouls Shane on the putback.
Miles Shane at the line. 3 hard dribbles. Shot is up and good. 38-29. You can hear Russ Bartlett asking the timer about timeouts. One more for Shane. Got it.
Mike, just to demonstrate how few fouls we've had in this game, that was the free throw attempt in total, 8 and 9 total.
Tough. 38-30. Bernier. To the elbow to Sean Acorn. The sophomore brings it back up top now to Brunel. Brunel directs some traffic. Guarded by Owen Reynolds Harvey. Brunel drives, almost traveled outside. Michael Acorn, 3, no. Rebound boxed right there to Sean. Another opportunity here for Messo. Bernier drives outside to Brunel. Brunel drives outside to Parent. Parent never out of range, and he was there. He missed everything. Rebound Parent tried to throw it out of bounds off Hampden Academy. Instead, after that, it goes out of bounds off Messalonskee. Aiden Kochendorfer coming back in, and Reynolds Harvey will sit down. And Parker Reynolds, they've waited as long as they can, and Messo's going to bring Reynolds in for Michael Acorn. Parker Reynolds with 4 fouls. He's got to play very careful defense.
Yeah, you're Hampden. I think you want to go right at him.
Sawyer Worcester. Acorn playing close defense to Kochendorfer. Now foul line right to Hennigan, back to Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer holds to Hennigan, down low on Reynolds. Ball tipped by Reynolds, loose. It comes right down, though, to Liam Hennigan. Right side to Shane. Shane on the box to Hennigan. Outside to Shane. Up top to Liam. Fakes right, goes left. Reynolds has to back off. Can't use it, though. Back outside to Shane. Now it goes to Liam. Liam down low to Andy. Andy goes in. Reynolds has to let him go. He missed it anyway. And the rebound cleared by Parker Reynolds. The outlet to Bernier. And again, Messo can slow it down. We're down to 4:45. There's no rush to shoot. Sam Smith wants time. And he gets time. With 4:46 left in the fourth quarter. It is a full timeout, 38-30 Messalonskee. This is high school basketball on the score.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
4 minutes, 46 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Messalonskee out of the Sam Smith timeout with the ball and an 8-point lead, 38-30. It'll be Parker Reynolds to put it into play on the far sideline in the front court. Messo up 8, 38-30. Thanks to a great run to start the third quarter. In it goes to Bernier. Backdoor, there's Reynolds again, but he couldn't use it. Outside Brunel. Brunel drives, shuttles back outside for Bernier. Now to Brunel. Brunel pounds it into the floor. Parent came out for the ball, but instead it goes to Bernier. Bernier drives, shut off on the double team out to Brunel. Brunel around a clutter of people at the top. Now Michael Acorn drives, shut off, or Sean, excuse me. Now to Bernier. Bernier drives in, shot off the glass, no good, and almost a foul by by Parker Reynolds. Trying to get that rebound. It goes instead to Sawyer Worcester, right side to Liam. Liam on the elbow to Andy, back to Liam. Liam, top of the circle to Shane. Shane back to the right to Liam Hennigan. To the top, Kochendorfer. Kochendorfer drives, runner, no, rebound there, Brunel. They've got numbers. The lead for Sean Acorn, out to Brunel. Brunel for 3, not really his game, and it showed right there in the rebound, boxed around between Reynolds and Andy Hennigan, and it comes down to Andy on the right to Liam. Liam, little shake, little bake, beat Parent, pulls up on a dime and fills it from the foul line. And the screws tighten on Messalonskee, 38-32. It's 6. It was 10. Here's Brunel. Messo needs a hoop. Parent floats through. Almost traveled. He did.
You can tell there again, he's counting on, Shane's done a nice job. Parent, again, I think counting on Shane to be there, and Shane just kind of backing up, and he's just not staying balanced.
All right, so Sean Acorn is going to come out of the ball game. Anderson Arbor comes in for him. Pass in for Worcester. Worcester in the back. Worcester, and a timeout called by Russ Bartlett, and he wants a full timeout. So let's set the scene for you. 3:04 to go in regulation. The score, Messalonskee Eagles 38, Hampden Academy Broncos 32. We'll take it to back after this on the score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Our week of Messalonskee continues tomorrow night. John Bapst at Messalonskee, that is. Boys hockey. Boy, I'm all confused now. Messalonskee hosting John Bapst in boys hockey tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. That will be at Kent's Hill. And A.J. Knights and Logan Cameron will have the call for that one. Saturday, it's Greeley at Messalonskee boys basketball. It'll be the coach, John Coughlin, along with A.J. Knight for the call on that one, 7 o'clock from Messalonskee High School in Oakland.
I just heard clarification from the scorekeepers. Got to get it correct on our scoreboard. Hampden Academy 1 timeout, Messalonskee 2 timeouts left.
Okay. So right in front of us, it's Aiden Kochendorfer. Passing to Worcester. Hampden Academy with the ball, down 6. Foul line right, Shane. Shane got it down low to Kochendorfer. Almost stolen there by Brunel. Kochendorfer back outside. 3 ball by Hennigan, no. Rebound Reynolds, tipped it to himself, and then scoots it over to Brunel. Good job there by Reynolds on the defensive end and with a defensive rebound. Here's Bernier. Popping out is Brunel. Brunel to the basket. Reynolds reverses, hits.
That has been there all the second half. Reynolds has just been out with foul trouble.
40-32. It's back to 8. Worcester over the timeline. 2:25 to go. Speaking of time. Worcester drives. Shut off there by Sean Acorn. Good job. Kicks it back outside. Shane, jump step, goes up. No. Rebound beautifully done by Andy Hennigan. Andy goes up over Reynolds. Reynolds had to let him go, and he missed it. And Reynolds with a rebound. A guy with 4 fouls, and he missed it. You got to lean right into him.
You got to force the ref to make a call.
Absolutely. Even if he calls an offensive foul on you. Brunel to Reynolds. Back to Brunel. 1:55 to go. Brunel almost tripped up to Reynolds. Reynolds outside to Bernier, now to Brunel. Brunel almost exposed it there to Kochendorfer. Brunel drives, he did expose it, and Kochendorfer took a slap at it. The foul drawn, no shots. That's just the second foul on Hampden Academy, so this will be an inbounding situation.
And I think Messo pretty content to, we got a minute 42 left. I think they're content to not shoot again.
Don't shoot. Reynolds, Parent, backdoor Bernier. Bernier stopped there by Liam Hennigan. If that had been Reynolds, he could have gone up with it, but Bernier at 6'1". Not enough height, and we get a whistle and a timeout taken here by Sam Smith and Messalonskee. We'll keep it right here with 1:31 left to go in the fourth quarter. In regulation, 40-32. Messalonskee by 8.
I think important for Messalonskee, Mike, if you're going to turn it, just don't make it a live ball turnover. 5-second count, 3 and all that, throw it out of bounds. Don't let it be an easy bucket so you can get back and set your defense.
Got to.
And I think right now, obviously still 91 seconds left in this one, 8-point game, but I think Hampden Academy going to pull up Central Maine Sports on YouTube and run this one back and be just frustrated with how many points they left right at the rim.
Hampden Academy have the arrow.
Who's got the possession?
The possession arrow this way. Hampden Academy. Oh, it's Messo. Okay,
Messo.
all right.
Thank you.
All right, so Messo's going that way, though, so that's why I'm wondering about it. I can see the light here on the edge of the box, but I'm not sure what it means. The ball was knocked out of bounds by Hampden Academy, so Messo will try it again. Here's Brunel, out deep to Reynolds. Reynolds on the elbow. Takes it over to the right elbow, shovels it off there for Sean Acorn, and Acorn got fouled out front. So that will be team foul number 3. They have one more to give before Messo gets shots.
I'd say not necessarily the worst thing, because at Hampden at some point you're probably going to have to play the foul game anyway.
All right, Reynolds on the sideline. Into Bernier. Bernier knocked away from behind by Liam Hennigan. Here is Worcester, stopping, popping, hitting. And timeout called by Russ Bartlett. A giveaway there by Messalonskee, 40-34.
And by my count, Mike, I believe scoreboard correct. That should be, I think, Hampden's last timeout. Yep, Hampden Academy out of timeout. So our scoreboard should be correct here once we take Hampden's timeout away. So he's out. Coach Bartlett has no more.
All right, so we have established that. Hampden Academy with no timeouts. And Messalonskee has how many?
I believe 2.
Okay. So that could be a thing. Eagles trying to run out the final 113, 40-34. Messalonskee by 6. They took the lead early in the third quarter, have led ever since. It is Reynolds, Sean Acorn, Drake Brunel, Ryan Parent, Ty Bernier out there. The official tells Acorn he can run the baseline. Into Brunel. That's where they want it. Brunel had it knocked away. Rolls away from Kochendorfer, gets fouled from behind, or was the foul on Shane? One way or the other, it's going to be. He was fouled, that is, by Kochendorfer. One way or the other, it's the last foul that Hampden Academy has to give. Messalonskee's got 2 to play with 1:07 to go. Brunel into Acorn. Acorn is fouled by Sawyer Worcester. So Acorn will go to the line, and this is going to be the MO for Hampden Academy for now anyway.
And I think, obviously, we're sitting at scores table right next to Hampden. Like everybody could hear Coach Bartlett. I think Acorn's who they wanted to take the shots.
So at the line here, Sean Acorn, the sophomore. Spins it once, dips, shoots, and that looked pretty good.
Yeah, it didn't touch anything but the bottom of the twine.
41-34. The lead is 7. Messalonskee will not contest the rebound. They drop back to play defense. One more here for Sean Acorn. Got the roll. 42-34. Lead is 8. 1 minute left. Worcester. Pass over right side, Liam Hennigan. Liam drives, and he is fouled by Ryan Parent on the bump. Parent nods his head. He agrees with the call.
Yeah, I think he's okay with that. He was beat. You'd rather have him throw it back in as opposed to give up the easy bucket.
All right in front of us, Aiden Kochendorfer will put it into play. Clock at 55. Kochendorfer popping out Worcester. Back to Kochendorfer. That's where they want it. Kochendorfer beats his man on the dribble, lays it up, doesn't go. He's going to the line.
Now here's the question.
Who is it?
Who is that? Because coming in late was Reynolds. Reynolds is arguing, so I think he's taking a seat.
He's taking the path to the bench. So Parker Reynolds, when he's been on the floor, has been outstanding tonight. He just hasn't been on the floor very much. He fouls out, and Michael Acorn will take his place.
Big spot for the senior. Big deal, too, obviously, Mike, because obviously Hampden Academy can now cut into the lead with the clock not moving.
Free throw is good. All net by Kochendorfer.
Heard that one pop like a baseball into a glove.
Yep. 52-35. Anderson Arbor coming in for Michael Acorn. They like Arbor's offense a little better.
I think free throw shooting, too.
Ball handling as well.
Yeah.
Here's one more for Aiden Kochendorfer. The senior dips, shoots, hits. 42-36, 2-possession game. Pass goes into Parent. Parent fouled. And he is probably least likely who you want to go to the line if you're Hampden Academy.
Him or Bernier.
All right, so Michael Acorn's coming back in. And Ryan Parent's going to the line. 42-36, another grinder. Ryan Parent at the line. The senior spins it, dips, shoots, and missed.
Uh-oh.
One more for Parent. Acorn comes in, Arbor comes out. One more for Ryan Parent, 6'1" senior. Can make it a 3-possession game. Big free throw, and he got it. 43-36. 45 seconds to go. Here's Worcester. Guarded by Sean Acorn. They throw it away as going to the basket, Liam Hennigan. And Worcester, the old, I thought he was going to zig, but he zagged. Arbor quickly comes back in. A killer turnover there for Hampden Academy. And the ball now belongs to Messa with 39.4. Into Bernier. Bernier fouled. And so Ty's going to the line.
And that for the Broncos, the last player you want to touch the ball that you have to foul.
So Ty Bernier will shoot 2. (43-36). Bernier looking to put this thing away for the Eagles. Hits. 44-36. Michael Acorn back in. Arbor out. The lead is 8. Bernier looking to make it 9. And he does.
That gives him 20 points for the game.
I think he might be that is the clubhouse leader for our flagship Cinema Score player of the game. There's another turnover there.
Take a look at the mid-state Machinists replay. I'm pretty sure it's off Worcester's foot. Yeah.
Of course it is.
100%. That's it. Going the other way.
Yeah, that's the right call.
And you and I are at the scores table, so if they need to call in replay, we're the first option.
We are it. Mid-state Machine replay is on the clock. All right, Arbor comes back in, and for Messo now.
Hampden backing off, I think.
Yep, going to run out 22 seconds, and they're just going to let it go. And the Eagles will pass with it here, down to 15. Not really contesting things there on Drake Brunel. Brunel trying to avoid a trap. Hands it off to Bernier. 5 seconds to go. Sean Acorn will hold it. And the Messalonskee Eagles with an outstanding road win here in the stable at Hampden Academy. The Eagles win it by 9. The final score in this one tonight from Hampden Academy. The Messalonskee Eagles 45 and the Hampden Academy Broncos 36. Our postgame show. Our flagship Cinemas Score player of the game and the final numbers all coming up after this on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW The Score.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder, or a farmer, or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
Mike Violet, and this is not AJ Knight. We are back here live here at the stable here at Hampden Academy. This is Ty Bernier. He's our flagship Cinema Score player of the game with a game-high 20 points. First of all, Ty, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on winning our score player of the game. In the first half, you guys, a little bit of a struggle as Erskine Academy, wrong academy, Hampden Academy. Not like they dominated you, but they had the edge. You came out, and in the third quarter, a 14 I know you're working on a cold there, clearly. A 14-3 edge for you guys, including a 12-0 run to start the quarter. You came out with all guns blazing in that third quarter. What did you hear from Coach Smith at halftime?
I mean, he just told us to be ourselves, play like ourselves. I mean, Hampden, they're such a good team.
Yeah.
We're going to see him again in the playoffs, most likely. And, I mean, he just told us to play like ourselves, shoot like ourselves, be aggressive, and just play our hardest.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good team. They beat previously undefeated Brewer. Their last game, you guys knew you had your hands full here tonight. Low-scoring game. You had one of these rock fights the other night against Mount Blue. You seem to do all right in them.
I mean, yeah, we've had a lot of close games, some that shouldn't have been so close, but some that have been close. So I think it's going to help us down the stretch, down the year. We're going to get good at winning close games. So, I mean, we just worked together, we played together, and we played hard.
Drake Brunel missed the first 7-8 games back. What's he mean being back in the lineup?
I mean, that's our facilitator right there. He's our main guy when it comes to just dishing out assists. He's our energy guy, too. He plays defense, takes charges. He's big on energy. So when he got back, it was just something else.
You're one of the best shooters that we have seen in your high school career. Do you ever have nights where you don't feel like you have it?
I mean, every night I have the confidence like I have it. Sometimes the shots won't go in, but I'll still have the confidence for it. I mean, like Mount Blue was a night that shots went in, but I mean, I got to keep on shooting. I'll fall out of it, and I mean, yeah.
Shooter's got to shoot, man.
Shooter's got to shoot.
Well, congratulations. You're our flagship Cinema Score player of the game. We're going to give you an IOU for all the swag, but we appreciate you coming by. Ty Bernier, our flagship Cinema Score player of the game. 45-36, the final. Messo beats Hampden Academy. More of our post-game show coming up after this.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Herman and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Herman location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Mike Violet, now that is AJ Knight. We're back here live courtside here at Hampden Academy in Hampden as the Messalonskee Eagles. Great win on the road tonight. They win here 45-36, bump their record up to 9-2. Another one of those grinding victories, and this ball club is definitely one to contend with here as we close in on the tournament. Ty Bernier said he expects to see these Broncos again, and I think he is right.
Well, I mean, especially, too, just looking at the semantics of the bracket, right? Real quick, let's shout out 201 Service, run through some highlights. But, yeah, I mean, just by the semantics of how brackets work, they're currently the 2 and 3 seed. Maybe we'll see if they can someone can catch Brewer and avoid that 2-3 seed line. But, again, they were the preseason picks to be 1 and 2 in the conference. Brewers having a great season, but it looked like a top-of-conference matchup here tonight. And credit to, I think, Messalonskee. Parker Reynolds was outstanding. Just Parker Reynolds wasn't available. Bernier stepped up, and I think they made just enough effort defensively and maybe got a little bit of help from the road rims when they needed it to get out of this one.
Well, that happens. I mean, you know, it's all part of the game, that's for sure. But give Messalonskee credit. They came out and just absolutely took it right to Hampden Academy in that third quarter, starting with that 12-0 run. And that ended up being the decisive part of this ball game. We have talked all year about runs, and we have seen more runs at this level of high school basketball this year than we have ever seen, I think. And tonight, a modest run, I guess, as runs go. 12-0 is good, but I think it's modest. But it decided the game. Messalonskee dug in defensively after that, did their job, and held Hampden Academy at bay in the fourth quarter. The Broncos were able to get within 6 at one time, 38-32, 40-34. So they got within 6 a couple of times as we continue to watch highlights here of this fourth quarter and held them at bay.
Yeah, and I think Messalonskee are happy to – I think you take a win as well because Hampden Academy, like you said, cut it to 6. And then Hampden Academy, some self-inflicted wounds, come down, zigzag, and throw it out of bounds, missing Hennigan. Bernier goes down and hits the free throws, and then come down again, and Worcester dribbles it off his foot out of bounds. They even put the pressure on Messo, and at that point, obviously, Coach Bartlett called it off because they had extended the lead at that point. So Hampden Academy, I think just in the second half, played well. Coachendorfer couldn't find his shot as easily. Messo challenged him a little bit more, same way. And I think really the difference in this game is Coachendorfer couldn't keep his offense going in the second half. Bernier found a way to do it, even when Reynolds wasn't in, because he picked up those fouls, and that's your difference.
Yeah, and they got just enough of Parker Reynolds to be able to, I think, hang on to the lead, extend the lead a little bit before Reynolds fouled out. He got his third foul early in the second quarter, gone for the rest of the first half. Got his fourth foul early in the second half, gone for the rest of the game until a few minutes left, and then he fouled out in the last couple of minutes. But the Eagles, by that time, had enough of a lead and got, again, Ty Bernier to step up as well to make up for the absence of Parker Reynolds.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that's the difference. He hit the free throws late. 13-10 turnovers. Hampden Academy had 13, so not a huge deficit there. Rebounding pretty even as well, 21-19, which I think is a credit to didn't have a ton for stretches because the offense was really good in stretches, and so it was, I think, a credit that you see the numbers so low. But I think you got to give a shout-out to I mean, everybody. Obviously, we know what Drake Brunell can do. Michael Acorn playing some big minutes. Anderson Arbor always has a nose for the ball as well, and so them kind of making up some of that rebounding difference.
Want to run down the individuals, and we'll get to Coach Smith after a break?
Yeah, Ty Bernier ended up game-high 20, also in double figures. Parker Reynolds, despite limited minutes, he had 10. Parent had 8. Team 7 for 10 from the free throw line. On the other side, Coach Kochendorfer, 11, only 2 in the second half. No field goals in the second half. And then Liam Hennigan, he finished with 10. And nobody outside of the starting lineup scored a point for the Broncos here tonight.
All right, final score in this one, Meso 45 and Hampden Academy 36. Quick break. We'll sit down with Coach Sam Smith right after this.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Alrighty, back with Meso Coach Sam Smith. 9-point win here tonight. Win number 9 on the season. Coach, congratulations. Nice win on the road, huh?
Yeah, it feels good.
This is a tough place to play and win.
Yeah, it sure is.
These guys knocked off Brewer the other night, so they had brought down one Dragon already this week and looking to bring down another top 3. And you guys, after not a great first half. It's not like you fell behind by a lot. You were down by 6. That was your biggest gap in the first half. Yeah. You got the buzzer beater by Bernier to tie it at 16. They get Shane's buzzer beater to go into the locker room up by 2. But you come out in the third, a 12-0 run to start. What'd you tell the kids in the locker room?
Well, defense is our identity, and holding them to 23 points in the first half is decent, but like they're averaging like right around 50, right around under. So like I felt like we were allowing them to kind of do whatever they want. Where I feel like we were being reactionary defensively. So I said it's time for us to dictate what they do. Like we not going to react to what they do. We're going to make them do what we want to do on defense. And I felt like holding them to what was it, 3 points in the third quarter? Or something
let's see.
5, maybe 3, 5.
They had 8. It was 37 to 28 at the end of 3. They ended up with 36.
So I mean that was our focus at halftime.
Parker Reynolds, foul trouble all night long. Yeah. You won a game on the road against a top 3 team with one of your best players, your best big, certainly your biggest guy, in foul trouble all night long. That says a lot. But as a coach, the difficult decision of do I leave him in or not, and of course you always open yourself up to criticism. Yeah. Do you criticize yourself afterwards thinking, oh man, I should have yanked him then or not?
Every game.
Yeah.
Every game. But it's funny because we played Mount Blue 2 days ago, and he got 3 fouls early, midway through the third. And normally, because I would be like, I'm going to pull him. But he looked at me and said, I'm good, coach. So I left him, and he was good.
What did he say to you tonight? I'm good,
he
coach?
Said, I'm good, coach, and then he wasn't.
He's a liar then.
So it's one of those things. It's like, it's just you got to trust your guys, and but I still trust him. You know what I mean? He just it is what it is.
You should. I mean, when he runs that baseline and they don't notice, it's amazing that they don't know it's coming because you do it all the time.
No, I know.
I don't know if we want to let them in on this.
Yeah, easy.
You've known since what, the middle of the summer that Merrick Smith was not going to be here, or was it that late?
Early spring.
So it's almost like Merrick is gone, and you've moved on from that.
Absolutely.
I know a lot of us people who do like this for a living. Boy, we always say if you had Merrick Smith, you'd be the prohibitive favorite. Yeah. But it's been a long time, so you've developed your non-Merrick Smith identity. Safe to say.
Absolutely. Obviously, we'd love to have him.
Sure.
But we wish him the best, and it was his personal decision that I totally respect. And he did the right way, by the way. He came to me in my classroom.
I remember you telling me that.
He did, and so we wish him all the best in the world. But for us now, right, we can play a little bit faster.
Yep.
And we had a lot of good guards, and so we can play 5 guards at sometimes, and Parker's really a guard. So, there's setbacks and good things about it, but I think there's more good.
First half of the year, last question for you. No Drake Brunell. Yeah. Back, what's he bring to the team that you didn't have the first 7 or 8 games?
It's tough for me to answer that question in like a short period of time. Drake Brunell is one of, if not the best leader I have ever come across. He's another coach on the floor. When he was off and injured, he's on the bench coaching our guys in practice, active at every practice early, holding guys accountable. When he speaks, guys listen. his value to us is not just as a leader, as a floor general, as a defender. I think he's the best.
Terrific.
I think he's the best defender in Class A. If you would ask me, he brings everything to us. So maybe he scores 5 points, 7 points, but the value he gives us is unbelievable. So very glad to have him back.
Sam, congratulations. Great win tonight here on the road at Hampden Academy. 45-36 the final. Messo beats the Broncos. Back with a final word on this one after this.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
At Height Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Height Chevy. Height Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Height family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, back here live at the stable here at Hampden Academy, where tonight the Messalonskee Eagles beat the beat the Hampden Academy. They did not beat themselves. They beat the Hampden Academy Broncos 45-30.
I was going to say, and I can run over the numbers real quick. I did want to take another second, and I'm sure you were, but just so we don't forget to shout out again the Hampden Academy athletic staff.
Oh,
they were so great. It was so awesome to be
Barry Terrell,
here.
outstanding all day long. Jim Churchill and the crew from the Ticket, we appreciate their help with a couple of technical issues and some other things as well. Just a huge, huge help to us. We really appreciate the hospitality up here.
Yeah, numbers just one more time for Ty Bernier was our player of the game. He had 20. He had 9 in the first quarter. He had 8 in the third quarter, and those 8 were huge, most of them coming after Parker Reynolds, who had 6, and he was really kind of terrorizing him on the baseline. He goes out with foul trouble again. He finished 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Parker Reynolds was the only other one in double figures, which he scored 10, which imagine if he hadn't fouled out. On the other side for Hampden, Coachendorfer had 11. Liam Hennigan got to 10, but Coachendorfer didn't have a field goal in the second half. Rebounds 21-19 Hampden Academy edge. Free throws 7 out of 10 for Messo, 7 out of 9 for Hampden Academy. Just
Didn't
not
hurt
a ton,
themselves there.
Yeah, just not a ton of fouls. It was a really clean game, and then a really kind of just rock fight.
Hold Coachendorfer to no points in the second half.
Yeah,
that is going to get it done for you. So
again, I think the difference in this game, even with the Parker Reynolds foul trouble, is in the second half or after the first quarter. Defensively, they made different assignments. Liam Hennigan got Bernier a lot, bothered him in the second quarter. They made an adjustment. He had a monster third quarter. Coachendorfer kind of anchored the offense for the Broncos through the first half. No field goals in the second half. Bernier scores of his 20. He's 10 and 10. 10 in the first half, 10 in the second half. That's the difference.
Games Friday and Saturday night. You bet. Messalonskee playing both nights. You bet. Hockey tomorrow night. Messalonskee, John Babst, 8 o'clock from Kent Hills in Kent Hills. Game time, 8 o'clock, as I said. AJ Knight and Logan Cameron on the call for that one. And then Saturday in Oakland, boys basketball. Messalonskee Eagles taking on the Greeley Rangers. AJ and John Coughlin, the coach, will have the call on that one. Game time is 7 o'clock. So for the Score crew and for AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Hampden Academy. Final score in this one tonight. Messalonskee Eagles 45 and the Hampden Academy Broncos 36.
You've been listening to a high school sports presentation on The Score, brought to you by these great local sponsors: Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, 201 Service Skowhegan, Flagship Cinemas, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone & Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service in Vassalboro, Assistance Plus, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, Connected Credit Union, KVFCU, Skowhegan Savings Bank, Skowhegan Tire Center, KMD Driving School, Kennebec Eye Care, Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, and by SBS Carbon Copy. Keep posted on what's coming up. Live video and audio of girls and boys high school hockey and basketball. All available at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. The place for local sports is Sports Radio 1160, The Score.